UB is launching a new study into persistent air pollution on Buffalo's east side. The U.S. EPA gave the university $500,000 to install pollution sensors in people's homes.
UB will use the data from those sensors to see where the air quality is worst and create a plan to address pollution and any negative health effects. Right now, we're joined by Dr. Enki Yu, an associate professor of geography at UB. Dr. Yu, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thanks very much for having me.
So this is a very big collaboration. Let's just begin. Tell us a little bit about what this project is, what you will look at.
So through this project, which will be 3 years long, we are mainly interested in collecting air pollution levels where people live, not the monitoring stations. And as you know, it has been actually there's a gap between where the data are collected and where people live, especially the east side of the Buffalo. So what we're trying to achieve through this project is to collect the data and provide accurate information to the community members who very much need that information.
Dr. Yu, I'm curious, you have around 30 monitors that are going to be installed at various homes throughout the east side. One, how do you choose the location of those homes? And describe for us what they are. Like if someone were to say, I want to be a member or I want to be a participant of this program, what am I agreeing to have installed in my house?
Very important and good questions. So yes, given that we do not have unlimited amount of the sensors, it's very critical to choose the right site. And we, again, want to select the location, not just remote area, but where people live. So what we're trying to do is we're going to use some spatial sampling. So given that I'm in geography, we are very specialized dealing with this geographic information. And also, I'm going to look into retrospective health outcomes. So there are some health information such as emergency visit for asthma rate, etc. So we're going to use those past information. Where is the area, neighborhood who need more attention than other areas? But also I'm going to look into, again, retrospective air quality information for the last 10 years. And we want to identify location where there is a higher variability. So that's how we are going to look at the 30 location. But as I mentioned, this is a 3-year project, and we'll have 2 monitoring campaigns. So first year, we're going to choose 30 sites, and then in the following year, hopefully we'll choose another or different site, 30 sites, so we can actually enhance the spatial coverage.
Dr. Yu, you had mentioned that there was kind of a gap in the data. What does the existing data reveal about these sites that may need specialized care?
Right. So if you actually look at the current EPA monitoring site that exists in the Buffalo or Erie County, none of them are actually pretty close or within the east side of the area. Therefore, one of the goals is to enhance those coverage.
So you're going to be not only monitoring this area, so you'll have better coverage in terms of what the air quality is, what particulates are included in it, but then at the end of this, at the end of 3 years, you'll hopefully have 3 different sets of data that's a year old, if you will, to determine where the problem areas are. What is the university and thus the EPA hoping to do with all of this data once you guys have compiled it and crunched it? Because there is a benefit for people who live on the east side, right?
Of course. However, I would like to clarify, our project is not really aiming any policy or future policy, existing policy or future policy. It is more of empowering the community members with the accurate information. Again, at this moment, we don't have actually actual measurement. It will be all estimate across the city or data collected far from the community. So what we are trying to do is really do our best to collect as much as we can. So in other words, improve the resolution but also availability at fine scale where the east side of community are currently. So after you have these, let's say, 2 year worth of the data at fine spatial temporal resolution, I think there are a lot on our table. So that's not something that we will actually propose the community or not. I think the community have a lot of, they want to achieve with accurate information. So my responsibility, our university responsibility will be providing accurate information.
All right, Dr. Enki Yu, Associate Professor at UB, thank you so much for taking the time to share the details of this very big project with us.
Thank you very much.